My father just got himself a new toy, Mercedes E300, fully loaded, self-driving car.
Okay, active braking assistance is set to medium. Blind spot assist is turned on. Attention assistant set to standard. Lane keeping, set that to adaptive mode. Okay. That was my fuel consumption. Okay.
Holy crap, 60 miles per gallon?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's if you're just going down a hill. Ambient lighting. Here you can change the color. I like the cool or the dark blue.
That's pretty neat.
Set the brightness.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Displays. Not really sure what that does.
What about, is it your heads-up display?
No,
Can't see it from right here, but...
not really sure what that does.
Hmm.
Front. Oh, you can dim the lights in the front or rear.
Oh, okay.
So that just does the front, that does the rear. Okay. Locator lighting is set to 15 seconds. Set that to 30. Interior delay switch off is set to 60 seconds. I think that's a little high. Set that to 30.
So this is all-wheel drive?
Yep. Vehicle settings, belt adjustment, acoustic lock. Not sure what that does.
It's different than electric lock.
Acoustic is sound.
Yeah.
Trunk lid restriction, easy entry, exit is turned on.
Wait a minute. Go back to acoustic lock, and then try locking the doors. I wonder if it makes a different noise.
Oh, it's probably the beep.
Oh, all right.
No, I understand. Let's see. Back. Vehicle settings. Acoustic lock turned off. Okay, test that later.
Oh, I found buttons for the seat.
Yeah. Now I can
Right
also
there.
control your seat as well.
Whoa. It's definitely a weird feeling.
Can turn on, it's got heated seats and cooled seats.
Cool.
The trunk control is down here, and you can open it and close it remotely.
Man, this is a cool car.
Okay, now
It's even got an analog clock.
I take my phone and throw it in there. It's charging now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
So it has a electric charging port.
Yep.
Cool.
I can switch to my phone, and I have access to everything in here.
Cool.
Okay. Media, radio. Radio is obviously on.
Now, what about sports settings?
Okay, so now
Here, we'll turn that off.
all right, there's my mute button.
All right.
All right, now on here I've got paddle shifting.
Cool.
Then I've got two touch pads. This touchpad controls that screen. This one controls the center screen or the middle screen.
All right.
Different buttons get me to different areas. So now on this side, I can view different information.
Mm-hmm.
I can set my navigation. I can see what direction I'm going. I can control, or I can see the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Media, I can control my phone. I can also
Display
content, so I can choose to show navigation.
Neat.
I can show eco, so consumption, and that shows me how far I can go on a tank of gas.
You have 308 miles to go
before I'm empty.
Wow.
Okay, just switch back to engine speed. Heads-up display, position. Yeah, there you go. So I can adjust where it goes.
Oh, neat.
Okay, brightness and display content. So it'll show me directions and the brightness. Yeah, okay. All right, next thing. Driver assistance. It will. Now I have controls over on the left-hand side for controlling the autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have over here? I got fog lights, parking brake. The lights are automatic.
Are your high beams automatic?
Yep. Wipers are automatic always. Yep, like I'm trying to put the high beams on right now and they won't come on. Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a brake turn signal.
I've got heated steering wheel.
Ooh.
So I can turn that on right there. And then I've got the autopilot controls are there. On this screen, system. Okay, displays and designs. So there are 3 different designs. The Sport, which is the mode it's in now.
Classic.
Classic is just more traditional.
Okay.
And then there's a Progressive, which gives you just more useful information.
I like Sport.
Sport is a little cooler.
Yeah.
Okay. Additional display area, you can turn that on or off, or have it set as a clock, or have it dynamically adjust. Or you just
How many clocks do you need? You have 1, 2, 3, and then that would make 4.
Yeah.
And then you always have your phone in there, so that's 5.
Display brightness. Okay. You can turn that display off if you want.
All right.
Day-night design is set to automatic. That's day. That's not okay.
Oh, it just dims it.
Dims. Yeah. Okay. Input, touchpad sensitivity, touchpad control, audio. Okay. Driving recommendations during phone call. Connectivity. It can also, it has Bluetooth. It also has Wi-Fi and can act as a hotspot.
Cool.
Command Touch is the app, which I haven't installed yet. That allows you to remotely control the car from outside, so you can drive the car.
You can drive the car from your phone.
Into a parking spot or out of a parking spot.
With a phone.
Yeah. But it also has down here the ability to automatically find and auto park itself. So if you turn the parking feature on, it will look for a spot, and if it finds one, you can tell it to park itself. But if you couldn't get out, if it was going to be really tight and you didn't want to open the door, you can get out, use your phone, and remotely control the car to drive into the spot and then drive out.
Didn't they do that in a James Bond movie?
Yeah. Yep. I think Tomorrow Never Dies.
I think that's right. That was with the BMW.
Yep. Time settings. Don't care so much about that.
Here, can you pop the hood?
There's nothing to see. It's just a big piece of plastic.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it at least turbocharged?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's a four-cylinder, 2 liter turbocharged. That puts out 275 horsepower.
Not bad. It's about the same amount of power you can squeeze out of the Mustang just by fiddling with things.
Right.
But I bet this thing is much faster.
So the navigation, you can switch it from 3D to 2D if you want a top-down view. I think the 3D is a little bit easier to see.
3D is much nicer, yeah.
What else do we have? I'm not really sure what that did. This vehicle is equipped with a communication where it can talk to other Mercedes that are in front of it. And it can, if a Mercedes in the front detects traffic or in a collision, it will send a signal to this car so that this car has more time to react.
Interesting.
So, put your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Let's see how it does.
Yeah.
Alright. Gear shift is right here.
Really? Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah. So
brake on, up, turns it to reverse. Now you have a top-down view all around, and then you have the...
I like the top-down view. It's better for parallel parking.
Parking brake automatically disengaged.
Nice. I don't get it too stuck.
It is all-wheel drive, so I don't get stuck. On the mirror, I've got 3 buttons for garage door openers. They're not programmed yet.
All right. Up here, I can see we have the SOS.
Yeah, there's a bunch
call
of call
things.
home for call service. Different features as needed. Sunroof is controlled from here. It can go up or it can go back. Has a very smooth 9-speed transmission.
9, wow.
9 forward gears, 1 reverse gear, so it's really a 10-speed if you think about that.
All right.
Auto dimming mirrors. Mirrors also can show you if somebody's in your blind spot, so it has blind spot detection.
Cool.
The steering is sensitive to your speed, so the faster you go, the more tighter it gets.
What do you mean by tight? Just more difficult to turn the wheel?
Yeah.
All right. Does it shut itself off at a stop?
Yep.
All right, that's cool. So this is quite the advanced car.
It is. It's older. Oh, somebody got bagged in a school zone. Probably one of your friends, because I see a headlight out. Oh, they probably got bagged for the headlight.
Yeah, probably.
No, that was a girl, so it's definitely not one of your friends.
Ouch.
You can't see it, but the camera on the front of the car is detecting speed limit signs. So on the heads-up display, I can see that it's telling me that the speed limit is 20 miles an hour because we're in a school zone.
Mm-hmm.
On the screen here, you can also see that information.
So you have 3 places telling you what the speed, or the 4 if you're counting the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just about out of the school zone, so we should see the school drop off in just a second. And we're coming up on a 40, so it should detect.
Yep,
now.
dropped off the 20.
Now it's going to switch to 40 miles an hour.
Just past the sign. Nice.
Yeah, right on cue.
Now, can the car actually talk to you?
Oh, the navigation can.
So I was telling you the other day, this car is basically Knight Rider. Super advanced, can drive itself.
For the most part.
It's not bulletproof.
It's not bulletproof. It does not understand traffic signals or traffic lights. So,
Oh, okay.
So if you're driving down Broadway and you come up on a red light,
It won't notice.
it doesn't know that.
Okay.
Now right now it was warning me that I was crossing the white line.
I just felt the seat stiffen up when you took that corner.
Yep.
So it really holds you in when you're taking a corner. That's cool.
So there's several cameras on it. There's a camera on the front of the car on the star.
Yep.
There's also 2 cameras embedded into here that are stereoscopic. And they're designed for the traffic or the automatic driving.
Mm-hmm.
But
And then
it
there's the
also
one in the
has
back.
radar as well in the front to kind of keep an eye on the obstacles.
So if you were coming at this car and you had a radar detector, it would go off?
Maybe older ones wouldn't be able to discriminate the signal. It depends on the frequency.
All right. It is a very comfortable car. It is very weird having the seat actually hold you when you're going around corners.
Not as
very weird
as the automatic driving can be.
Yeah.
So when we get off of this road, I'll turn it on.
Yeah.
Because this road has too many little breaks and things in it, and I don't necessarily trust it. And it's not like if the car crashes itself that I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's still your car.
It's still my car. So right now the steering wheel was just pinging me. I could feel.
Oh, it's actually pulling you?
It was actually just dinging kind of.
Oh, vibrating?
A little bit to let me know that I was kind of crossing the white line. So what's nice about the navigation, different from the BMW iDrive, is this actually tells you where you are.
Oh.
So I'm on Route 121A, heading northbound on Main Street in Sandown, in New Hampshire.
And what's Steely Drive? Is that the...
That was the nearest intersection, I think, or the nearest road. So now Pillsbury is coming up on us. So I'm able to look quickly to see what road I'm about to come up on. And there's Pillsbury.
Yep. Is the clock accurate or set correctly?
I'm assuming it's, as far as I know, it's automatically set. There is no control for it. I think you can manually set the clock, but it is set to automatic by default.
So it's electronically analog.
Electronically set, but it's an analog clock.
Whoa.
It's not super fast.
I don't think it's as fast as the BMW.
Um,
That thing could take off in sport mode.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not. 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 Now I am in just regular, I am in comfort mode as well. So I've got a control down here where I can change to sport and to sport plus mode.
What's the difference between sport and sport plus? I see a wheel and an engine. What's the difference there?
I don't know. But it definitely stiffens things up. The steering stiffens up a little bit there. And my guess is it also changes some of the set points in the transmission.
Oh, for where it shifts?
Yeah. But let me just put it into just standard comfort mode. Okay, so now what I can do on this side of the screen is I can set my cruise control and my distance to the car in front of me, how far I want to be in front of them, and I can set my speed. So I've got my speed set at 45 miles an hour. Now I'm going to set it up to 50. And
Nice.
it's now self-driving.
But is it steering?
It is steering if it needs to. So you're moving a little bit.
Yeah.
Now it's going to complain after about 45 seconds of me not touching the steering wheel that you have to hold on to it. If you don't, it will basically put the hazards on and it will stop itself and pull over to the side. So
Weird.
I'm not touching anything, it just complained.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My foot is not on the brake, not on the gas.
Nope.
We're about to run into the car in front of us. Not touching the brake at all. And I don't want to hit the car in front of us because it is a Mercedes as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and not touching a thing.
Not.
Now, it is complaining because it lost sight of the road because
Yep.
they did a really lousy job painting the
They did.
signs.
That was weird, though. I felt it just break on its own. That is a weird feeling.
Okay. So now I'm back in manual.
And the car is off to save fuel.
And the engine's not running. Car in front of us is an E400. That's the next version up from this car.
How much did this car cost?
Originally $70,000.
Woo! What do you mean by originally?
Well, it's a couple of years old. This
All
is
right.
2017. Okay, so I can turn the cruise control back on, and the car will go back into self-driving mode. So again, I'm not touching it, not touching the pedals. I just have my hand sitting on the
wheel so it doesn't
the
complain.
wheel. Otherwise, it will turn that feature off.
Interesting.
So it's locked onto the car in front of us, and I think I can see that information as well. Yeah, there's a way of seeing that. Oh, driver assist. Okay. Okay, I'm not touching anything.
That is such a weird feeling.
Okay, it's the steering there. In the corner. Still. Okay. Alright.
Well, and it's accelerating on its own?
Yep.
Wow.
So now the
Oh.
graphic shows me the car in front of me.
Which is a Mercedes.
No, I don't think that is.
Oh. No, I think he turned.
Alright.
definitely an incredible car.
Again, I'm not touching really anything other than I just have my hand sitting there. My foot's not on the brake or the gas. It's maintaining distance, and it's trying to get our speed up to what I have as the set point.
That's crazy.